If you're like me, you see your apartment as a canvas of constant change. In my case, it reflects my needs, interests, or moods I'm feeling. This time, we're focusing on updating the bedroom because it still feels like a partial blank canvas. And to help with that, I'm going to show you a tool that's completely transforming how I visualize my ideas and upgrades going forward. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new or if you've been following along, my name is Los and I've been taking you on a journey of setting up my space, and today we're gonna upgrade the bedroom. It's been a while since I set it up and I've been trying to imagine ways to add to the room, whether it's practical or functional items or pieces that just elevate the space. It's hard to know how new pieces or new additions are gonna look, so I want ways that I can visualize new addition before making a decision on it. In the past, I've made mistakes. I've purchased items that were the wrong size, whether too big or too small, or pieces that just didn't end up fitting the vibe that I was going for. In turn, I've been afraid to invest in new pieces because I just don't know how they'll look. And I also dislike the hassle of returning or exchanging items. So to get past all this, I've been wanting a way to visualize my space and upgrades before I commit to them. And I think I found a tool that's gonna help me out with that. And that tool is Coohom. It's a 3D interior design software geared toward, you guessed it, interior designers, but even architects, floor planners, design enthusiasts, students, and the list doesn't stop there. It's a tool that's gonna help you conceptualize, build, and create that dream space that you want. One of its main draws is that it's a web-based platform. So that means you don't have to download any large app or huge files, and you don't need a high-powered computer to make your vision come to life. All you need is an internet connection and you're good to go. I can see how incredibly beneficial this might be if you're a professional, someone working with professional or clients, and you need to have the ability to share your project and vision, then the cloud-based features are going to come in handy. And if you're a beginner, it takes a lot of the guesswork out for you because there are different layouts that you can start with, predetermined animations and camera angles, dynamic lighting to show your space in any perspective you need. You won't need to upload any of your own models or assets. There are over 1 million assets in Coohom ready for you to use. It has a full suite of items ranging from structured building elements, furniture, lighting, and my favorite, just the small decor items to really spice up the space. Coohom does offer multiple subscription tiers with different levels of features, so you can find the one that really works for you. But the nice thing, there's a free tier. I was able to play around with it for a bit, and it's actually surprising how much was available. With that being said, Coohom was nice enough to let me test out a pro subscription so I can show you what it can do. So thank you to Coohom for sponsoring this video. And if you like what you hear so far, I'm gonna leave their links of where you can find them below. Also, I'll leave a code below that you'll be able to use to knock a bit off your subscription price. So if you do decide to use it, it would help me, it would help the channel grow, and I would really appreciate it. As I mentioned before, Coohom would be great for interior designers, architects, floor planners, students, but I'm not any of those. So I wanted to show you how I, as a hobbyist, can get started with something like this and show a little bit of my process from the ideation to the final result. I want to show you that casual users like us can use this tool to elevate our space in ways that we've never been able to before. So let's start putting some of what Coohom can do into practice. My goal here is going to be to try to replicate my bedroom as best as I could. We're going to get as close as we can. Starting off on this project page, I'm going to go ahead and click New 3D Project. And here, you can see there are a bunch of pre-made templates. So many styles to choose from if you really don't know where to get started. And if you already know the kind of aesthetic that you're going for. There are also floor plan templates if you see anything that's similar to your space. But I'm actually going to upload my floor plan since I do have that available. I do need to give the measurements for one of the walls. Luckily, I have all the measurements. When I moved in, I measured all the walls, so I just have to input one of them. I believe it'll calculate the rest on its own. So now we wait as that sets that up. Nice. So yeah, in just a few seconds, I didn't even have, we have the floor plan. I didn't even have to really do anything, just import. It's not perfect, particularly with the closets and the windows, which makes sense. The exact position and heights of the windows won't be reflected in the floor plan. Since we're focusing on a bedroom, I'm gonna go ahead and on the top right and go to select room and just specifically pick our bedroom. So as you saw, with a few clicks, imported my floor plan and I'm ready to start filling it in. It's that simple. To save us some time, I'll be speeding through most of this setup. One thing I did want to show was the ability to change textures. As you can see, this nightstand here is not exactly the color of my actual nightstand. The design is pretty similar, but not the color. So say we want to go into it, we can go into the material editor. It has a bunch of different materials that we can choose from here. And I'm just gonna try to find a more yellowish woody color. Let's go to woods, maybe something like this. Okay, boom. Let's actually go with this one. And I think that's it for now. I pretty much set up the space as to what it looks like right now. I think it's pretty spot on. Now, I'm just gonna fill the space with a few pieces that I've been thinking that I maybe need or want. It's not gonna be much. I don't like adding too many things to my space for the sake of adding things. I'd like to rely more on practicality, functionality, whether I actually need something, while sprinkling in things that I like or increase the mood or the vibe or just give a different look or feel. I was playing around with the idea of adding this shelf in this little wall nook, but after seeing it in Coohom, I wasn't feeling it, so I scratched that idea. I wanted to add some lighting to give the virtual space a more realistic feel, especially in the final render. And you could actually see a live preview of the render on the top right. I wanted to add a light behind the mirror for some subtle backlighting, so it was nice to see it in Coohom first before going all in. It's kind of crazy how well the render is capturing the feel of my space. I'm impressed how closely it matches my actual bedroom. I'm loving how the potential updates are looking, and I'm now excited to translate this digital design into the real world. I also included some extra touches that weren't a part of my virtual design. I added a huge smart button right by the door for convenience. Even though it's just one button, it is pretty customizable. For a little extra color and vibes, I added a sunlight lamp, and even though it's not a Philips Hue product, I still wanted to integrate it into my lighting system, so I used the Hue smart plug. Now when I control my lights, my sunlight lamp turns on along with all my other lights. I only made a few changes, but the impact is significant for me. Walking into the room feels different now, it's completely transformed. The wall art adds a vibrant splash of color, the plant gives it a fresh, airy feel, and the linen curtains bathe the room in a soft, warm glow. Not to mention the other practical and functional additions. It was incredible to see it all in a digital medium through Coohom before I even added a single piece. So if you have this amazing vision for new furniture, a new layout, or even if you're moving into a whole new space, Coohom is a fantastic way to bring your ideas to life. Don't forget, I have that discount code below, so be sure to check out everything Coohom has to offer. I hope you enjoyed the video and are excited to bring your own design visions to life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.